Hello, collective. I am Juanica, also known as Miss Astrology, and this is your week ahead forecast for July 31st, which is really Sunday, which is when you will receive this through August the 6th, or August 1st through August 7th, because you'll get another one next Sunday. But this week, first of all, how's everyone feeling for Leo season? I personally, with the sun transiting my ascendant and conjunct my Jupiter, have been feeling really good, having a lot of fun, spending time with my friends, my family, my children out in the sun, just really enjoying myself. I feel really good, and I've really even been taking really good care of myself. I already feel this coming into motion. And this is Leo energy. Leo is that royalty, it is that inner child, it is the ego, it is our own creative expression, and what really brings us joy and happiness. And for myself as an astrologer, really romantic love comes from the sun, not Venus. Venus is more about your partnerships and what you value and money, but that romantic, fun, movie kind of love, keeping in mind that Leo is the performer, that comes from your sun sign. And with the sun in Leo right now, I think a lot of fire placements are really feeling good. Leo should be feeling good, feeling themselves. But I have to be honest, as we go into this week, we are facing some disruption. And so this energy is going to bring some shock to our life. So what's going to happen, you guys, is on Monday, and it's already starting to happen, but on Monday, August 1st, Mars, Uranus, and the North Node will all be joined together as a throuple. All three planets will be in exact alignment in the sign of Taurus. And so you have to think individually. This is how you learn astrology. This is how you start to implement these things. You have to learn your keywords and your basic foundation of each of the planets and the sign, and you really then kind of put it together. You build a sentence, you build a paragraph, you build a story based on the planets that are involved and what sign they are in. So let's talk about the planets that are involved in this conjunction that we're already feeling, that has, honestly, when I tried to look up when the last time Uranus, Mars, and the North Node was all conjunct, it was really hard to find. I actually didn't find anything, and I've been waiting for some of my favorite astrologers to say when the last time this has happened, and I just don't know when the last time these three luminaries, these three celestial bodies, where, well, the North Node is not an actual celestial body, but we'll talk about that in a second. But when was the last time they were all joined together in the sky? And so it is time to really be aware, because the North Node and Uranus are bringing something good. The North Node is about the path we are moving on. For me, it is a lot of times like that North Star, the direction that we should be looking towards, moving towards, planning towards, going. Wherever the North Node was in your own natal chart, as astrologers, we believe that this is the area, this is the agreement that your soul has made to pursue, to constantly go after in this life. So for instance, my North Node is in the sign of Virgo. This is difficult for me because of some other placements in my chart, all my Sagittarius placements, all my mutable placements, but my soul has agreed to create like a daily routine, a daily task to be someone, because Virgo is also the sign of service to other people, to serve other people, to offer them information, to communicate. These are all kind of Virgo keywords. Also the sign of health and wellness. And so this is, for me to offer wellness to people now, because I have so many Sagittarius placements. These come from this higher realm, and this higher knowledge, which would make sense for astrology, right? But also with Virgo and the North Node being in my second house, because I'm a Leo rising, in the work that I do, I actually find myself being very successful, having kind of this daily routine that involves serving other people. And so if any of you know me, you know that this is playing out big time in my own life right now, and specifically because I'm getting a trine, because the North Node is currently in Taurus. Taurus is a fellow Earth sign, so it's making a positive aspect to my own North Node. So depending on where your North Node is really how you're going to most feel this energy. Is it going to be favorable, or is it going to be a little bit more difficult for you? And so with the North Node, the area that we are focusing on, where we are moving forward to, already conjunct with Uranus, which is the planet of, it is the planet of disruption, but it's disruption in a way that is an awakening, that is a higher consciousness, like a higher level of thinking revealed. This is the planet of freedom, of independence, of innovation. Uranus is such a disruptive, innovative, forward thinking planet that it is the only planet in the solar system that does not rotate in this way. It literally rotates horizontally 8 degrees from exactly horizontal, and it turns the opposite direction of all the other planets. If it were sitting upright, it would turn this way, but it's at horizontal, 8 degrees from being exactly horizontal, and it turns the opposite direction. So this is how different Uranus is leading us, and it's shaking things up in our life right now, specifically in our stability, our financial stability, our food stability, because we're in the sign of Taurus. So we're having disruptions. Things are going to be shook up. And these things that are being shook up are going to affect our financial stability, our for individually, depending on if you have Taurus or Leo or Scorpio or Aquarius placements. This may affect how you feel about yourself, your values. You may really start to feel enlightened and feel really like, no, I have to make these changes for my own higher calling, my own higher self. And because Taurus is a fixed sign, and if you're dealing with any of those signs that I just said, that's fixed energy, this isn't necessarily going to be easy, but Mars involved is giving you the passion and the energy and the excitement to get it done. And Mars is not going to just let you sit around and sit through this. Mars is here to light a fire to whatever this disruption, this awakening, this higher calling is in our lives. And it's going to scare us, you guys, because a lot of times that's what Uranus does. And because we're dealing with a fixed sign in a fixed season, it's going to feel like the things that we believe to be so secure, the things that we believe to be so valuable and tangible and we could hold on to and it would matter, those things are going to be shaken up, and they're going to be given a lot more energy. And this is so that we can really find true freedom, true independence, really get innovative and forward thinking, really find our resources that are closer to us. And the reason that I say that about resources and them being closer to us is because Taurus is an earth sign, and it's a fixed earth sign. So this is not like Virgo in the sense where Virgo will go find what it needs anywhere. It's a mutable energy. It's just going to go. It's going to look under all the rocks and, travel as much as it can, a little bit more every day. Capricorn is an earth sign that's really about, look, this is what we got to do. We got to go move forward. Taurus is like, wait, what is already around me? What do I already have? What do I already have access to? Who do I already know? Where I don't have to get too uncomfortable. I don't have to move too much. And so that is going to be one of the answers to this disruption, to this awakening, to this. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be kind of nerve-wracking, okay? It's specifically because on the 3rd, then Mercury goes into Virgo, and Mercury is at home in Virgo, and Virgo can be a worry wart. So this does have the potential, and Virgo is another earth sign. So this does have the potential to cause worry, to cause anxiety, to cause us to really, try to analyze too much and overthink it. But what we really should tap into is, okay, who do I know? What resources are close to me? What is my own value that I bring to the table? Where can I contribute what I bring to the table? Because I say that because Saturn is involved in this as well. Saturn is in the sign of Capricorn, which is an earth sign, and it's at like 25, 26 degrees. So it's not exactly conjunct because this Uranus North Node and Mars conjunction is happening at 17 degrees. And so Saturn is not exactly, it's like I can see you, but I can't see you fully type energy. But Saturn is still involved because it is a square by sign. Aquarius and Taurus automatically make a square to each other. So this is automatically a square by sign. And so this is something that we have to really learn to, again, and I said this last week because with this new moon, Saturn was involved. Like, we know what we're learning and we're seeing what we're valuable at, what we're good at, and we maybe pushed a little bit more into that this week. But we also need to see how we can take what we know, our resources, our values, where we are stable in life, and contribute that again to the collective, to our community, to our friends, to humanity. And we're not going to want to leave too much. We're still dealing with that fixed energy. We're still dealing with Taurus. We're going to be like, no, let me. But no, that's not what we're being called to do at this time. Find your group, find your tribe. Don't let this disruptive energy cause you to fight or flight, which is real Aries energy, right? Aries or Mars, which rules Aries, is the root chakra, which is that fight or flight energy. And with this disruption, fight or flight is a very possible reaction, but it's not necessarily going to be the right thing. Now, maybe in some instances it will be, depending on your personal chart, depending on, if you got heavy Capricorn placements and so many changes are coming to your life, maybe, okay? But for the most part, this isn't about fighting or flighting. This is about pouring your energy, your excitement, your passion into new ways, innovative ways to move forward in what your values are, what your resources are, what your purpose is, and contributing your values and your resources to the collective, how you can grow, how you can help others to grow. And really, this is the time for us to get in where we fit in. I said this last week, but I think all I'm saying this week that is different is that you may feel like, I don't know if I want to do this. This is a lot. This seems like it's going to be like, I got a lot of energy. You may really have a smart mouth because Mercury's in Virgo, and Virgo can have a smart mouth. It's kind of a know-it-all energy. And when you think about Mercury, it's our thoughts, how we communicate, how we transfer information, receive information, give out information, how we assimilate that information into our lives, and with it being in Virgo on a daily basis. So this energy with Mars, though, is good. Mars actually likes to be in earth signs. One of its favorite earth signs to be in is Capricorn. And so this is good energy. This does not have to be the disruption that it could be. So it could be disruptive if you allow it to be. The good thing about Mars is it's a personal planet. Okay, so we have control over this. The good thing about the North Node is that it's a personal aspect. This is dealing with us each individually. But the thing about Uranus is it's a generational planet. So the changes are coming. The shakeup is coming. There's nothing that we can do about that. What we do have influence over and what we do have power over is how we exert our energy into these disruptions, how we use this for our awakening, our ascension, our purpose, our value, our friends, how we contribute to the collective. Like, allow the change to happen. Don't fight, don't flight. Don't get stressed out about this, because Mercury in Virgo is going to have us really thinking. Put the plan together, create the to-do list, make the things happen, communicate on a daily basis what your desires are, what your abilities are, how you can help, how you expect others to help and offer their service as well. Whatever the plan is going to be vocal about it. Don't criticize. This is not a time for criticism. This is not a time for overanalyzing. This is a time for us to be like the Taurus, which is the bull, and just slow and steady move forward. We'll have a lot of energy, but let's put it to really good use so that we can ascend, so that we can awaken, so that we can get on purpose. We can find our tribe. We can get in where we can fit in, and we can grow and mature. And that Saturn energy take us to the next level within our groups and within where we belong in this beautiful universe, in the cosmic collective. So I think it's going to be a good week as long as we are being mindful and paying attention to these type of things that I'm saying. So thank you so much for your time. I didn't want to be here too long. I will come back later in the week to check in with you guys and even pull some cards. And we'll see where we go from there. I do want to say that I do believe that the fixed signs are likely going to feel this the most. So that will be Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. This is going to be the most difficult for you. And so you are the ones that really need to go inward, if you will, to really see what is the root of any fear. What is the root of any aggression or anger? Is there resentment? Like, what is this rooted in? Is it rooted in rejection? Is it rooted in need for control? Is it new? What is this rooted in, and how can you shift this energy to move forward collectively? I also think that Sagittarius and Aries will really feel this as well, and this is simply because the sun is in Leo. It's Leo season, and so Sag and Aries are probably just feeling good anyways. Aries is doing a lot of healing within their body because they still have Chiron there. So this is really good energy to just continue to find those groups that offer information towards healing and offer maybe a plan towards getting stronger within your body, taking better care of yourself. And for Sagittarius, I think that Sag is really in that place of just being true to themselves and getting it together. The North Node in Sagittarius, or the South Node in Sagittarius over the last 18 months to 2 years, I think we're now coming out of that in a way where we're feeling lighter and we're really starting to feel better as we go through the seasons. But again, this is going to depend on where Sag is in your chart, how many planets you have there, how many other aspects you're making, those kind of things. So get to know your chart, look at those things. But overall, this has the potential to be really transformative energy, really shake up some things. Be mindful of fires on a more mundane level. Be mindful of sparks. Electrical outages feel like something that we could deal with, or electrical sparks, shortages. Because it's that Mars Uranus energy. It feels like a possible explosion as well. A real shakeup, a shakeup in the land. I get like volcanic type things, or those kind of explosions, or maybe even bombs, something like that. So we need to be mindful of those, and being mindful of those is really being more tapped into the resources that are around you. And I even get the sense of like fire extinguisher. It's like, yeah, there's a potential for a fire. Do you know where your fire extinguisher is? Okay, right? Like that valuable tool that's right around you. And that's another thing. Mars does rule tools, specifically sharp tools, sharp instruments. So this could be about being careful with sharp instruments, being careful with being cut, as well as, again, fires. So, yeah, let's move into this week intentionally and mindfully, and just being aware of the cosmic energy that is really heightened right now, and how we can use that to best flow with what the planets are offering us, flow to our destiny, flow to our awakening, to our higher selves, and really make the best of it. So I hope you find this video helpful. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And until next time, peace.